You can get a sofa anywhere, but at Furniture World Superstore, you get the sofa plus a table plus a set of lamps. Now that's a great deal. Plus up to 2 years interest-free financing. So why settle for just a sofa when you can get so much more? It's the furniture and mattresses you want, lower prices you love, plus friendly service from people who care. Buy local and save at Furniture World Superstore.
Come see the difference family makes at Furniture World Superstore.
This is a mother that won't hassle you about grandkids. The new Mother Cruncher chicken sandwich from Rally's. Crispy, crunchy white meat with all the mother-loving fixins, or the tangy bacon barbecue. Rally's Mother Cruncher chicken sandwiches, starting at $3.99. Get Rally's delivered.
Now at 11, Lexington protesters prepare to change their approach to recognize a holiday the governor is calling attention to.
Plus, how will horse racing in Kentucky enforce its new rule about whipping horses? Keeneland's VP weighs in.
Expect a few more showers and thunderstorms, but the heat is on the way.
ABC 36 News at 11 starts right now.
Good evening. We're glad you're here tonight. I'm Veronica Jean-Seltzer.
And I'm Tom Kenny. Welcome in. In our top story this evening at 11, funeral arrangements have now been made for Carol Barr, the wife of Central Kentucky Congressman Andy Barr, who suddenly died Tuesday at the couple's home in Lexington.
According to the coroner, a preliminary autopsy report shows she died from a heart condition. She was the mother of 2 young daughters, worked for Pfizer in sales, was also executive director of the Henry Clay Center for Statesmanship. She was only 39 years old when she died. According to Millward Funeral Directors in Lexington, a visitation will be held Sunday at Christ Church Cathedral on Market Street from 3 p.m. until 7 p.m. The funeral will be Monday at 11 a.m. at Southland Christian Church on Richmond Road. It will also be live streamed on YouTube. The service will be followed by a private family burial at the Lexington Cemetery. The family says social distancing and masks will be required at both the visitation and funeral. Friends and supporters can also help remember Carol Barr with a donation to the American Heart Association. You can find more information on our website, WTVQ.com.
Kentucky's Attorney General Daniel Cameron is asking for patience as his office investigates the death of Breonna Taylor in Louisville. The 26-year-old EMT was gunned down in her apartment in March by police. That followed a no-knock search warrant for drugs in her apartment, where investigators say no drugs were found. Taylor was shot 8 times by officers who burst through her door. Attorney General Cameron says the team working on the case is made up of about 6 or 7 people with a combined 200 years of legal experience.
You have my commitment that our office is undertaking a thorough and fair investigation. This is also a commitment I'm making to the Louisville community, which has suffered tremendously in the days since March 13th, to the men and women of our law enforcement community who put on their uniforms every day to protect and serve our communities, and to the peaceful protesters who have used their voice in an effort to seek positive change.
Cameron says he recognizes the urgency to find the truth in this high-profile case, but he hasn't publicly set a timetable for completing the investigation into Breonna Taylor's death.
On this 21st straight night of protests in downtown Lexington, protesters say they are still hurt by racist comments shouted yesterday more than a dozen times during public comment on an Urban County Council Zoom meeting. People claiming to be Lexingtonians got on anonymously and shouted threats and the N-word. And today's council meeting, public comment was suspended. The mayor also announced the city's law and tech departments will try to find ways to allow public comment again via Zoom, with the ability first to verify callers. A smaller group of protesters were out tonight. They say the comments yesterday were tough to hear, but brought a much-needed wake-up call for the city.
Governor Andy Beshear has signed a proclamation recognizing Juneteenth in Kentucky. That holiday is celebrated in communities all across the nation every year on June 19th. The governor signed the proclamation today during his daily briefing in Frankfort. Many African Americans have celebrated Juneteenth for years, marking the day, June 19, 1865, when Union soldiers arrived on the island of Galveston, Texas, and from a balcony told slaves the Civil War was over and that the slaves were free. Those soldiers arrived 2.5 years after President Abraham Lincoln signed the Emancipation Proclamation, ending slavery in the Confederate States.
during these times when, again, we have heard voice and we have seen the frustration of hundreds of years of the ramifications of slavery, discrimination, of Jim Crow, of segregation. I think it's more and more important that we remind everybody of this dark chapter in our history and that its impacts continue to linger, and that we celebrate the dates that at least portions of it ended.
The governor says during the next General Assembly, he'll ask state lawmakers to make Juneteenth an official state holiday.
Before Governor Beshear signed the Juneteenth proclamation for the state, the mayor of Midway in Woodford County signed an executive order making Juneteenth an official holiday in that city. The order closes City Hall and allows paid time off for city employees. According to Midway Mayor Grayson Vandergrift, the move is a way to honor African Americans and to bring people together for more than just a conversation about equality.
We need to celebrate this holiday, and as we do it, observe what it means, and then talk about the lengths we have to go, because we've got a long way still to go in this fight for equal justice under law.
Vandergrift cites the recent deaths of Breonna Taylor and George Floyd as the need for change. In Lexington tomorrow night, everyone is invited to attend the annual Juneteenth Jubilee at the African American Cemetery on 7th Street. The event starts at 7, and then a little later in downtown Lexington, a Juneteenth communal healing drum circle will be held at 8:30 at Cheapside Pavilion on Main Street.
It's back, humidity, and it's going to be here in a big way over the weekend. So if you're like me, your hair frizzes a little bit, well, just wait until Saturday and Sunday. You're going to have something really to talk about. Let's go outside right now. We're looking at our Fork Bank sky view of Mount Sterling. Good evening to you, Montgomery County. You're currently at 64 degrees, reporting basically clear skies. We still have a few cirrus clouds up there, but overall we're in pretty good shape. Temperatures, though, have dropped into the 60s, and we're not going to see much more drop than that. I think maybe 61 in some outline areas. Some of you just may stay in the middle 60s, but it's going to be a little bit more humid out there. Live HD shows very little activity around. Zooming in on what's left is actually moving towards the southeast of all places. And so those of you in Mount Vernon, McKee, you may get a couple of showers a little later on. So basically, though, I still think there could be a couple out there. More tomorrow afternoon, and that's 87. But wait until you see the weekend. It is going to be summerish. Details coming up in just a few minutes.
Sounds good. Thanks, George. A man allegedly shot by his brother Tuesday night in Lexington has died. According to the Fayette County coroner, 30-year-old Gregory Fisher died yesterday. The coroner says his death is a homicide. According to police, his brother, Cameron Fisher, was arrested Wednesday at a home on Alexandria Drive. His brother was found shot Tuesday night at a home on Atia Place.
In Wolfe County, murder charges have been filed after two men from Ohio got into a heated argument. According to state police, 31-year-old Troy Dunkelberger from St. Chester, Ohio, got into an argument with 31-year-old Jerron Slayback from Cincinnati and allegedly took out a gun and shot and killed him. According to KSP, that shooting happened last night on Lakeside Drive.
The search is on for a missing teen in Laurel County. According to the sheriff's office, 17-year-old Tyler Phelps was last seen on Hart Church Road near London around 8 p.m. If you know where he could be, contact the sheriff's office.
Time to bring you up to date on the coronavirus in Kentucky. Governor Beshear announcing 234 new cases just since Wednesday. That brings the total number of positive cases in Kentucky since the outbreak began in March to 13,197. The governor also announcing 3 new coronavirus-related deaths. The number of people who have died from the virus in Kentucky now stands at 520.
Still ahead, more showers and storms and the return of that summer heat. Meteorologist George Zabrecki has the forecast when we return.
A little bit later, AMC announcing plans to reopen movie theaters across the country. Remember, it said it didn't know if it could even survive the pandemic.
If you know someone that takes exceptional care of your loved one, ABC 36 would like to feature them in our Golden Care Provider of the Month. Nominate a caregiver or volunteer who has made a difference in your life at WTVQ.com. Brought to you by Golden Law Offices in Lexington.
At Burke Furniture, we are back to business. Come see everything in our store. And right now, get 0% financing for 2 years. And keeping safety first, with over 65,000 square feet of showroom, social distancing will not be a problem. We're Burke Furniture.
Dinner with the Drakes. Tonight? Alexa, ask Buick to start my Encore GX.
Nice Buick.
Thanks. 4 fillets.
You know this dinner's for their
Kids.
I'm a dinosaur!
I hope dinosaurs like salmon.
They hate it.
The first ever Buick Encore GX.
Put an end to mealtime mutinies with Long John Silver's family meals. Mix and match chicken and fish and keep everyone happy. Visit longjohnsilvers.com to find pickup and delivery options near you. Long John Silver's. This year.
Now is the time to climb. Southeast Mountain Guides is offering you 50% off $52 vouchers towards Via Ferrata climbing adventures. Just $26 for $52 vouchers while supplies last. Go to WTVQ.com to get your Southeast Mountain Guides voucher today.
At Burke Furniture, we are back to business. Come see everything in our store. And right now, get 0% financing for 2 years. And keeping safety first, with over 65,000 square feet of showroom, social distancing will not be a problem. We're Burke Furniture.
Hey, don't forget to get your St. Jude Dream Home ticket before it's too late. Remember, we have a limited number, so all you procrastinators especially, do not wait. You have 2 ways to enter to win now. We'll pay for a toll-free call at 1-800-382-7512 to get your raffle tickets, or you can go online to dreamhome.org. This year's St. Jude Dream Home, you see it right here, under construction in the Home Place subdivision off Polo Club Boulevard in the Hamburg area of Lexington, valued at $400,000. The chance to win it, only $100. Now, I'm not a math major, but that sounds like a pretty good deal to me. And here's the best part. All of the money from the raffle goes to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Again, you can call the toll-free number or go to dreamhome.org to get your tickets. But in addition to winning a chance to win the house, you could also win this, a bonus prize, a John Deere mower. That'd be a good belated Father's Day gift, wouldn't it? The drawing for the home and all the great prizes is August 13th.
ABC 36 Storm Team Weather is brought to you by Kentucky Farm Bureau. In good weather and bad, there's Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment. The ABC 36 Storm Team Forecast. Independently certified, the most accurate in Central Kentucky.
Well, our vacation from summer is officially ending because if you have walked outside recently, you're starting to feel the air a little thicker. Well, the humidity is on its way up. This is our live Fork Bank sky view of Hamburg, brought to you by Reed Spray Foam. And it's not a bad night. We had a few showers and a couple of thunderstorms around earlier today. Temperatures have dropped down to around 64, but notice a dew point of 64, which means we're really not going to drop much more than this. So we had a low of 59 this morning. That's probably the last time we're going to see lows in the 50s for at least the next week, the way it looks right now. But right now we're reporting clear skies. We have a few high, thin clouds out there, but nothing really to speak of. Look at the temperatures right now. Again, we are in the 60s, and the dew points are in the 60s, which means, once again, we're not going to drop too much. Now, there could be a little bit of fog forming in the normal areas out there, so kind of watch out for that. And if you're playing golf tomorrow morning, wear those wet shoes because there'll be a lot of dew on the grass as well. Now, Live HD shows, for the most part, we don't have anything much going on. We have a little bit of a cluster. Believe it or not, it's moving east to southeast. So those of you down, by Mount Vernon, Middleburg, down in your area, you could see a couple of showers yet tonight. But here on the big picture, we have a big swirl in the atmosphere, and that's that stubborn, and I mean stubborn, low-pressure system that's been giving us all the clouds and rain and very cold temperatures in our southeastern counties. It's sitting right there. Now, we have a front up to the north, but that won't be here until sometime maybe Monday on Tuesday. Where is it going? Is it going to go north and then take a right turn? It's going to get out of here. High pressure, though, will build on in, and that will bring in the summer heat. How does 90 sound for you? It looks like that's going to be the case for you over the weekend. 64 is for tonight with just a couple of showers out there. Yeah, still can't rule that out. Now, for tomorrow, look at this forecast. Okay, 87. This stays the same. put 90s in it, and that's going to be your Saturday as well as for your Sunday. I think we'll see a few more on Sunday, we will on Saturday, but nevertheless, it is going to be hot and somewhat uncomfortable out there. So specifically, here is your 7-day forecast. Again, I have percentages in there. I think Saturday is going to be the driest day out of the weekend. That's the first day of summer, but Father's Day is on Sunday, so don't forget the dads out there. There will be a couple of thunderstorms as well. We'll return with more news right after this.
Explore, compare, and find your car at mancars.com.
Man, what a deal. Ashley Home Store Stars and Stripes sale is going on now. Get 0% financing for 5 years with 3 months payment assistance, or save up to 20% off store-wide. Book an in-store or virtual appointment today. Ashley Home Store. This is home.
Jim is what we call a hot sleeper. Always waking up warm and waking up his wife, Sharon. The solution was a breeze, literally the Temper Breeze, which maximizes airflow to keep you up to 8 degrees cooler. Add a temper-cooling pillow, moisture-wicking sheets, and a breathable protector. And they were outfitted for the best sleep of their lives. At Sleep Outfitters, we're about more than just mattresses. We outfit you with the customized sleep solution. Pretty cool, huh? My name is Kevin, and I'm a Sleep Outfitter.
World-class heart care is closer than you think.
Cleveland Clinic is #1 in the country for hearts. They've saved my life.
With teams specialized in the most complex heart cases and the most advanced technology, it's why we're the nation's #1 heart program 25 years in a row. We also have your safety in mind with extra measures to keep everyone protected. If you have a heart condition or need a second opinion, call us 855-951-1121.
One of the questions I'm often asked is, what's my case worth? Of course, that depends on your injuries. But if you'd like to get an idea, go to forthepeople.com and look at our recent verdicts in court. You'll see accidents and injuries just like yours. We try more accident cases to verdict than any firm in America, and it allows us to settle early because the insurance industry knows about our reputation and results. Numbers don't lie. There's only one Morgan & Morgan. forthepeople.com.
Ashley Home Store Stars and Stripes sale is going on now. For a limited time, find huge savings up to 50% off. Get this upholstered sofa now only $249. Contact us today to set up an in-store or virtual appointment. Ashley Home Store. This is home.
He's not in his suit, but Kimmel's still dressing up for laughs.
Take it from a strawberry.
This week, it's Mark Ruffalo, Sarah Paulson, Bill Burr, and Pharrell Williams.
Brilliant.
Jimmy Kimmel Live from his house. New all this week on ABC.
Long lines are expected again tomorrow in Frankfort for people waiting to talk to someone in person about getting their unemployment check. Today, some people say they waited for hours outside the Health and Family Services building on East Main Street, only to be inside for less than 15 minutes. Tickets were handed out today to people who were told they would be seen. Yesterday, dozens of people who stood in line were turned away when the unemployment office system automatically shut off at 7. Today, there was a line for claims filed in March. This line was told it would move faster than the other line for April, May, and June claims.
I'm just ready to get my money, and I'm ready to see everyone else, get their money. And, because it's just a bummer. We're unable to pay our bills. We're unable to support our families. I got 2 little girls, and they got birthdays coming up, and, it's hard to tell them, I might not be able to get them presents this year.
Since March, over 850,000 Kentuckians have filed for unemployment.
A significant ruling by the United States Supreme Court. A sharply divided court ruled President Trump improperly ended the DACA program, which protects immigrants brought to this country as children and allows them to legally work. The people in the program are referred to as dreamers. ABC 36's Austin Miller talked to one of them in Lexington whose life was going to change one way or another based on today's high court decision.
Thursday morning's Supreme Court ruling was a huge surprise for Omar Salinas Chacon. So much so that he was ready to pack up whatever he could and leave it all.
Either A, I was going to have to go into hiding, or B, I was going to have to leave the country. There was no way around it.
Chacon was born in El Salvador. In 2001, his family became a target of gang violence. His father and grandfather were kidnapped and held for ransom. After losing everything and being denied asylum by the U.S. Embassy, he and his family applied for a tourism visa to go to Disney World as a way to get into the U.S. Omar never went to Disney, but after applying and becoming a DACA recipient in 2012, he was able to receive a Social Security number, graduate from EKU, and live a life without hiding.
I've been able to have a job, get a driver's license. Honestly, just those few things alone were things I didn't think I was ever going to be able to do in this country.
Thursday's ruling was certainly a surprise, but the fight isn't over. In fact, Enid Trucios-Haynes, a U of L law professor, says it will come down to Congress to settle this issue.
There are many fixes that are needed to make our immigration laws work today, and that's something that only Congress can really address in a thorough way.
Chacon hopes that after 20 years, those changes will help his family not have to live in hiding.
We look at people in fictional worlds like The Handmaid's Tale, and we say, oh, wow, she's doing whatever she can to save her family. And somehow in the real world, when migrants come here doing the exact same thing, except, it's not in HD television, we look at it in a completely different way.
In Lexington, Austin Miller, ABC 36.
Picture yourself floating in a sea of biscuit clouds with bacon, bacony, buttery biscuit clouds. Bacon, egg, and cheese on a made-from-scratch biscuit. Buy one, get one free. Only at Hardee's.
Meet Tom. The brains behind the Kentucky Lottery's new draw game. Cash Pop. One number wins it every 4 minutes. Play Cash Pop. New from Tom at the Kentucky Lottery.
Reed Spray Foam, how can I help you?
I can tell you how you can help me. Give me some AC over there. I got the thermostat on 60 and it's 96 degrees in there. I'm going to cut beer off this fan if y'all don't hurry up. Woo.
Don't settle for being uncomfortable in your own home. Call Reed's today and schedule your free 20-point home inspection. The solution can lower your energy bills forever and pay for itself. Learn more now at reedsprayfoam.com.
You can get a sofa anywhere, but at Furniture World Superstore, you get the sofa plus a table plus a set of lamps. Now that's a great deal. Plus up to 2 years interest-free financing. So why settle for just a sofa when you can get so much more? It's the furniture and mattresses you want, lower prices you love, plus friendly service from people who care. Buy local and save at Furniture World Superstore.
Come see the difference family makes at Furniture World Superstore.
Mom's gonna kill us.
Gorilla Super Glues. Of course.
Gorilla has a fix for every project. Original brush and nozzle and ultra-controlled gel for the toughest jobs on planet Earth.
Constant hand washing causes hands to dry and crack. Try O'Keefe's Working Hands. It's America's #1 hand cream for guaranteed relief of dry, cracked hands. Also available in O'Keefe's for healthy feet. Guaranteed relief for extremely dry, cracked.
Picture yourself floating in a sea of biscuit clouds with bacon, bacony, buttery biscuit clouds. Bacon, egg, and cheese on a made-from-scratch biscuit. Buy one, get one free. Only at Hardee's.
Well, first responders, they have to make life-saving decisions, and they have to do it quickly. The quick thinking and life-saving action of 2 Montgomery County Sheriff's deputies makes them our 911 heroes this month. Cody Adams has their story.
For Montgomery County Sheriff's Deputy Jared Garland, no day is ever the same. That was certainly the case on May 16th.
9:30, something in the morning. Attempted suicide, elderly female subject, 1 gunshot wound, self-inflicted to the upper chest, and responded from there.
Deputy Garland responded in 9 minutes. The first one on scene, he had to improvise.
I knew in my trauma kit that I didn't have any pre-made chest seals. I knew that. I hadn't gotten any in at that point.
Shortly after he arrived, another deputy showed up to help. Terry Barnett was just a few weeks away from retirement. We wanted to talk with him as well, but was told he's enjoying retirement on a beach somewhere.
Terry's great. I worked side by side as a beat partner with Terry for about 5 years here. And he's a great cop. He was an asset to this community. Always there to help.
Deputies Garland and Barnett began using a Ziploc bag and masking tape to cover the wound.
Ripped the Ziploc bag in half, put it over the exit wound, taped it on all four sides to create a seal. Began applying the vented chest seal on the front on her upper breast, and got her somewhat stabilized as EMS walked in.
Yeah, you heard that right. Recalling training, they were able to use the household items to keep the woman's lungs from collapsing, ultimately saving her life.
If this, then this. I mean, if that, then this. As to how I was going to, treat whatever I came across, just for whatever reason, that morning I had a moment of clarity.
That moment of heroism earned the two deputies an award from the sheriff.
I was very impressed. Not only with the fact that they were able to recall all this training, which is not in common use outside of combat zones, but the fact that they were able to improvise to the degree which they did in order to accomplish what they were trying to do and save this lady's life.
And to be able to receive this award with Terry is pretty special because he and I spent such a close time together. So.
Thank you to the Montgomery County Sheriff's Office for letting me tell this story. If you know someone deserving of being our 911 hero, you can submit them on our website, WTVQ.com. In studio, Cody Adams, ABC 36 News.
ABC 36's 911 Hero is brought to you by Galls, proud to serve America's public safety professionals.
And we do have a postscript on our 911 Hero story tonight. If you or someone you know has thoughts about suicide, call the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline at 1-800-273-8255. To learn more about today's 911 Hero, go to our website, WTVQ.com, and click on the Community tab.
Still ahead, the effect of the coronavirus on the budget for UK athletics and what's next for the industry after the decision to limit the amount of times a jockey can whip a horse.
At Woodford Family Pharmacy, your health and safety are our top priority. To protect you during these unprecedented times, we offer drive-through and curbside pickup, and will even deliver your prescriptions to your home for free. Woodford Family Pharmacy, your hometown pharmacy.
The coronavirus pandemic has shaken our world at Goodwill and is forcing us to take extreme measures to keep one another safe. But working together by staying apart is something new for all of us. But our history together through difficult times should be a reminder that good will come. At Goodwill, we do expect to open our doors again. And when we do, please hold hope in knowing that good will come.
New cabinets and countertops are a solid investment and more affordable than you think. Bluegrass Tops and Casework designs innovative dream kitchens and bathrooms with exceptional attention to detail and incredible value. From bathroom remodels to fully custom kitchens, Bluegrass Tops and Casework will help you design the perfect space. Visit the showroom at 827 Contract Street in Lexington and schedule your free in-home design consultation. Your kitchen is the heart of your home. Make it look and function the way you want it to with Bluegrass Tops and Casework.
Tired of weekend projects taking too long or not having what you need on the job site? Since 1975, locally owned Bypass Rental has supplied landscapers, contractors, and weekend warriors with reliable equipment from brands like Steel, Toro, and more. Whether buffing the floors, trimming trees, moving dirt, sowing seeds, or providing portable restrooms, Bypass Rental has the right tool for the right job, serving Winchester, Richmond, and Georgetown with a new Lexington location opening in May. Visit Bypass Rental.
At Woodford Family Pharmacy, your health and safety are our top priority. To protect you during these unprecedented times, we offer drive-through and curbside pickup, and will even deliver your prescriptions to your home for free. Woodford Family Pharmacy, your hometown pharmacy.
This portion of ABC 36 News is brought to you in part by Arby's. We have the meats.
AMC plans to reopen 600 movie theaters next month. The chain's saying it'll reopen in stages, fully operational by the 24th of July. They're going to reduce seating capacity, implement new cleaning procedures, and limit concessions.
Hardly anyone is immune from the financial impact of the pandemic. That includes UK athletics. The department says in a release it's proposing a $148.5 million budget, which the Board of Trustees is expected to take up tomorrow. That is a 17% decrease from last year. Most of the cuts are in team and recruiting travel. The school expects ticket revenues to be down more than $5.6 million, as we still don't know what the stands will look like this season for any of the sports.
6 times. That's it.
The Kentucky Horse Racing Commission says a rider can use their crop, commonly referred to as a whip, 6 times during a race after the first furlong is run. Keeneland's Vice President of Racing, Bob Ellison, also works with the Thoroughbred Safety Coalition. He says this is another step in providing safety for the horses.
This has been an effort that's been kind of around the world, quite honestly. And I was very pleased to see that the Racing Commission took the step that they did. And I think it just demonstrates that the coalition and here in Kentucky, we're leading on this subject.
The coalition is made up of well-known tracks from California to Florida. Their goal is the humane treatment of horses. It's actually twofold. First, how medications are used. They want them to be therapeutic and not performance-enhancing. This also means eliminating performance-enhancing medications on race day. While that's all behind the scenes, Ellison says the new crop rule is a more visual representation of humane treatment.
We've got to demonstrate that we are treating these animals with the most humane intention we possibly can. And at the same time, this is critical. There's a balance here. You want competitive spirit of the horses. You want to treat them humanely and fairly. And you also want to protect the rider, those individuals who are out there going 40 miles an hour in tight company. And I think this rule does that.
The rule has created mixed reactions from jockeys. Ellison knows change is difficult, but there has to be a middle ground between humane treatment and competition.
You know, if you're not adapting, you're dying, quite honestly. That's a way with a lot of industries. In ours, we have to be responsive to the fan. We have to have the horse at the center of all that we do. And I do believe this is an appropriate rule. And I hope that they'll understand the bigger picture and they'll understand that they can adapt to this. They can still have a very competitive environment that they can race those horses, those beautiful animals, but we're going to protect them and we're going to protect those horses as well.
If a jockey ignores the rule, consequences range from losing earnings to even suspension. While they are strict, Ellison believes these rules can extend the life and popularity of horse racing.
This, coupled with the efforts we're taking on medication reform, coupled with the outreach we're making to new fans about what this sport does for its communities that they operate in and what they give back, and just the beauty of the animal. I mean, all of that, I think, will ensure that we've got a fan base for a long time coming.
For ABC 36 Sports, I'm Brian Kennedy.
At Burke Furniture, we are back to business. Come see everything in our store. And right now, get 0% financing for 2 years. And keeping safety first, with over 65,000 square feet of showroom, social distancing will not be a problem. We're Burke Furniture.
Only your Steel dealer has the legendary tools to take on your to-do list. Real Steel. Find yours. Pick up the lightweight FS38 trimmer. Or buy an FS56 RCE trimmer and get a free 6-pack of Steel HP Ultra Oil. Plus double your warranty at no additional cost. Always at a local Steel dealer. Find yours at steeldealers.com.
They say it costs around $240,000 to raise a child. And that's without braces, without private school, without a car when she turns 16. And what if it's without you? Talk to a Kentucky Farm Bureau insurance agent today about life insurance that helps protect your families tomorrow. Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
Get up and get going. It's time to get your Fusion. With 0% financing for 72 months. Plus a complimentary 5-year powertrain warranty. Plus features like Ford Copilot 360 technology, Bliss, lane keeping system, pre-collision assist, and adaptive cruise control. Whew, that's a lot. What are you waiting for? Get to your Ford dealer today. Now, qualified buyers can get a Fusion with 0% financing for 72 months. Plus a complimentary 5-year 100,000-mile powertrain warranty.
Lucky's Wholesale Wheel and Tire announces no credit check financing. Lucky's has over 500 custom wheels in our new showroom. We stock them deep and sell them cheap. No money down, 0% interest. Get up to $5,000. Apply today at 299rims.com. Click on the no credit check financing link. Fill out the form and ride out with your new wheels and tires today. Lift kits, lowering kits, airbags, no problem. Get approved today. No credit check financing. Lucky's Wholesale Wheel and Tire. Don't wait. Go to 299rims.com.
At Burke Furniture, we are back to business. Come see everything in our store. And right now, get 0% financing for 2 years. And keeping safety first, with over 65,000 square feet of showroom, social distancing will not be a problem. We're Burke Furniture.
Closed captioning for ABC 36 News is brought to you by the Hearing and Speech Center, a sound beginning.
Summer officially arrives on Saturday, and it is going to feel like it with temperatures 90 with a couple afternoon thunderstorms. Tom and VJ.
Can't wait. All right, George, thank you. Thank you all for watching. Have a good night.